Let me just turn it off here. How's everybody doing? Happy November. I know it's been November for almost 2 weeks, but I'm still just getting used to the fact that it's almost November. I woke up to snow this morning. It is gone, and it was just a dusting, but it got me in craft mode. So I'm almost done. Okay. Oh, let's talk about lids. Some folks on, oh, you know what I should do? Just give me a second here, folks. Give me 1 second, because not everybody, okay, not everybody remembers that my live is on Life with the Wolfies now. Just give me 2 seconds. I forgot to put it on our half-acre homestead thing. Create a post. Here we go. Image. Live now on Life. And then we're going to do that. And we're just going to do that. And hang on, it wants me to do a picture. I know, I never seem to be ready when I'm supposed to. It's okay. Let's just, there, open, post, done. Okay, now we're back. So, hi, let me say hi to everybody. Well, everybody that's talking, Faye, Jean Phillips, Sherry Leach, hey, Chaos, and Yoshi. And I know that Aldo popped in, but he had company coming, so he said to say hi to everybody, and he popped right back out again. Jean Phillips, Joe Mama, and Becky. So, let me just pop my chat out here, bring it on over here. So anyway, everybody saw the little video I did that I'm going to be getting some canning lids, right? This is driving me nuts. It's off center. There. That I'm going to be getting some canning lids for to preview, and they should be here tomorrow. This is why I have not canned my pumpkin yet. However, everybody's freaking out, going, everybody's having a hard blah, blah, blah with all these guys. I checked those other videos, and none of the lids that people are having problems with come from this company. They are not Golden Harvest. They are not that 3-letter word, whatever it was. They're not any of that. This is a company, a U.S. company, and they designed a thicker lid. And yes, it's disposable, but they got really tired of the flimsy lids, and they designed their own. And they approached me and asked if I could review them. Now, what I'm going to do, excuse me, because I sneezed just before this all started. Now, what I'm going to do is I saved some of those Dollar Tree lids. So I have Bernardin lids, which are the same as Ball or whatever. They're the standard. They're all owned by the same company when it comes to Ball, Jardin and Bernardin. But hey, so what I'm going to do is when I preview these new lids, I am going to preview them with the Dollar Tree lids and with the regular standard Bernardin lids. And they are a little bit pricier, but they come in sleeves, I think, of 50 and 100, and they're not that bad in a price. So let's just hope that we have found our new place to order lids. Are they the Ohio company? I have no idea. Hey, Stephen, how was your birthday, darling? I have no idea. I have no idea because it doesn't. I looked at the website and it doesn't say where the lids are made. But they did say they're a family company and they designed them. So, it's not Golden Harvest, guys, right? So they're sending me these. I have lids, but like I said, I'm going to compare them with the Dollar Tree lids and the Bernardin lids and see how they do, right? Just okay, baby? What's with those lids? The lids are from a company that got sick and tired, a family that got sick and tired of having crappy lids. And so they designed a heavier duty disposable lid. They're a little more expensive, but apparently they work really well. And that's what I'm going to be previewing. No, they are not Golden Harvest or Zucks or Pucks or whatever the other ones were called. Hey, Mary Cook, how's it going, sweetheart? Just Jen, Betty Randall, hi. Well, that might be it. That might be it. They just approached me. What do you know what the company's name is? I don't want to tell you the name of this company until I have the lids here and I have a coupon code to give you, right? Because now is the time to get stocked up on lids for next year. Hey, Kathy, how's it going, sweetheart? So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on. And so I'm waiting for those lids to show tomorrow so I can can my pumpkin. And I have a lot of pumpkin to can. I've got my big jack-o'-lantern from Halloween that we never carved, so it never went bad. And then Wally, the wood guy, brought me, I think, 7 or 8 little sugar pumpkins. So I'm going to be canning a lot of pumpkin. Hey, Mama Cat, how's it going? No, I don't. Lehman's just started selling them. No, you don't what? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I woke up to a dusting of snow this morning too. Just a dusting. But it was enough to get me into Craft Zone. And God bless Howard. I mean, I ever since we've been racing, first the race car came, then Howie got laid off, then he took another job at less pay, and then he had a heart attack. And then here's some news. You want to hear something that it's almost paranormal. Almost paranormal in its eeriness. I was working on my channel, Our Half Acre Homestead, yesterday, and a chat window popped up out of nowhere called Google Support and said, "Is there anything we can help you with?" I just about crapped a ring around myself with excitement. I said, "Yes, you can help me because you guys got to stop taking money out of me for U.S. taxes." Right? Now, we've been talking about manifesting and all that stuff. So my manifesting styles have changed as I have spiritually matured. And when I do my meditation at night, the last few nights before this is really creepy, before this little chat window popped up, I have been doing my meditations and my 4 cases out back of regular lids, 2 cases of wide mouth. Good job, Joe. So where was I? I got squirreled. Somebody remind me where I was. Oh, the chat window. Right. So, but I had been manifesting when I do my meditations. It's like a vision board, but in your brain. And did you know that when you say things out loud, they are 10 times more powerful than when you just think them? The energy is 10 times more powerful than when you just think them. But if you say something out loud that is negative, it has 40 times more power than something positive. That just shows you how easily it is for negativity to be a part of our lives and soak into us. So anyway, I've been doing my positive mantras and meditations and talking to God and all that stuff every night when I go to bed. And a light bulb went off in my head. It's like, Bev, you have been manifesting abundance and you have been manifesting, all these things. Why aren't you manifesting a solution to your problem with Google, YouTube, AdSense? Hey, Malka. Hey, darling. Yeah. Okay. So I have been doing that for about 3 nights. And then yesterday, a Google support chat window popped up with an actual friggin' person and said, is there anything we can help you with? And I said, yes, you can help me solve this problem. You guys owe me $2,000. Right? And they go, what do you mean? So I explained it to them and I said, I really appreciate your patience. And I just want to make sure I've done everything right. And so I explained the whole thing to them. And then they walked me through how to send Google, like to correct it and send Google the affidavit that I nothing other than what that one mistake, nothing in my life has actually changed on how I earn my money from YouTube and Google, right? So I was, Howie's like standing over me going, ask him this, ask him that. No, this is what he means. This is what I'm going, Howie, sweetheart, you let me ask the questions I need the answers to. Why? Because I have a specific thought process. And if I walk myself through that, walk this person through that thought process, they're going to get exactly what I'm talking about. But I can't do it when Howie's telling me to do 3 things different. And he's telling me what the guy is saying is something totally different than what I'm reading, right? So, hi, clever you. How are you, darling? Hey, has anybody seen Seashell today? Hi, Marnie Ann. Pam M. So, anyway, I just said, Howie, you got to let me do this my way. This may be the only time I get to talk to somebody from Google support. Is Google AdSense your name or your given name? It is an email address. It's an email address attached to, I'm not going to give you my details just in case somebody else is listening. So anyway, I explained it all, and then he walked me back through. He said, this is what you need to do. And he walked me through it. And I said, okay. And I just ticked off the boxes. Already did that. Already did that. Already did that. And he said, well, you need to do an unchanged status affidavit. And I printed this off and said, see, already did that with my digital signature. And he said, well, then you've done everything you can. And you just got to basically wait. I honestly don't know where that person came from. And I don't know how to get a hold of anything like that again. But it was like, ha, 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 ha. All it pretty much did was validate that I did everything I could, and that when I found the mistake, that I corrected it. Boom. And they said that if Google owes you money because they accidentally took money out of you for the wrong reasons, that affidavit will, that makes them go back and look over and go, oh shit, she did fix it. And Google will refund my money. Did you make sure you know how to contact them in the future? In case, Sandy, honest, hi, Ahmad. No, that's the whole thing. I was working on my channel and it just popped up a chat window. And I accidentally lost it. And when I went to find it again, I couldn't. So I went back to my regular channel and it popped up again and said, "Are you still there?" And I went, "Yes." "Oh my God, I almost lost you." I'm telling you, that is a rare thing. I have never seen anything like that. It could be because I've hit over 100,000 subscribers. I think I'm at 105 now. It could be that reason, right? Are we public? Why isn't this running? Are you guys seeing this? Because, hang on a second. Oh, it doesn't matter. Well, now I gotta do it. Hang on. Oh, yeah, something went wrong. I know. Oh, right. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay. Here's that. All right. Just give me a second. Oh, go away. Something went wrong my butt. Now let's try this. Thank you. Cheese and crackers. All right, where's my content? Sorry, guys, I can't see the screen because something was wrong. Something went, oops. Okay. There we are. Okay. That could be it. That could be it. That, because I don't actually. Hey, Roberta Cook, how are you, darling? It only says 9. What only says 9? What only says 9? So yeah. Life with the Wolfies, folks. I am starting a new craft project, and I am going to be doing all my craft projects. All right, any craft projects or projects this year, anything to do with Christmas, I'm going to try. Like, for instance, I just did a video showing you me starting a craft project so that you guys can, like, get your stuff together if you want to try it, okay? But that's a video for Tuesday. Now, when I go to work on the project more and show, explain it, I'll just do that on our half-acre homestead, so to speak. Hey, Aces, how are you, darling? Yeah, there's 51 people here. I wish it snowed here in South Carolina. Oh, honey, wish in one hand and crap in the other. Which gets fullest first? You live in South Carolina. I mean, I live in Western Quebec. Okay, northern than most of my more northern than most of my family, and I just got my first dusting of snow. I've had snow before mid-October before, so this is like spring here. Hey, Sandra, how's it going? So tonight, I'm making another home economic supper. Very little meat. Do you know what? Howie and I haven't eaten a lot of meat in the last few days. And how did I gain 4 pounds overnight? Like, honest to God, over friggin' night. I don't understand it. But anyway, lives in Brampton, Ontario. We're lucky that Friday's rain wasn't snow. Hey, Bev, looking into starting a channel. What do you think? Stephen, what do you think I've been telling you for the last year? Start a channel. Why? Because you've got more knowledge in your baby finger about gardening than I've got in my entire memory bank. Okay? And it's the way you do it. You have so much to teach about urban farming, for starters, organic urban farming, and how to make a living at it, and canning and dehydrating. You have all of that shit. You are living my dream. My dream was to have, a farm with a market garden big enough that at the end of every weekend, whatever I didn't sell, I just canned or dehydrated and put in my own pantry. But you've taken that a step further and you've expanded your market with that. God, Stephen, yes. Well, that was after my constitutional Joe. Yeah, but I'm not retaining water. I'm not. See, I'm kind of, you know. Yes, definitely start a channel, Stephen. I'm living your dream, which is what? I will help you in any way that I can. As a matter of fact, my friend Steffi from Let's Homestead Instead wants some help with working on her YouTube channel. So maybe we could do some collaborations on Zoom or Skype or something, Stephen. You know what I mean? If you need it, I'm only offering, okay? And trust me, this is not something I would offer for free anywhere else. Okay? Oh, wait a second. Where's Mary Jane? Joe Mama. Where's Mary Jane? Mary Jane, where are you? At least say hello. I don't know. I don't know. But Mary Jane, you got to come in here and Mary Jane, you got to come in here and say hello so I can take your wrench off because it seems to be well, they seem to do okay. They didn't get very big, but they survived. So I'm really hoping, actually, thank you for reminding me. I want to cover them in leaves. I want they survived. And I'm really hoping that they grow big. Apparently, and I told Howie to put one at one side of the garden and one at the other because they need to help pollinate each other. And he only grew them like 3 feet apart. These things are going to get big, right? But you eat at night and sit a lot. Don't eat sugar, flour, and wheat products. Take a short walk every day. You think I don't? Yeah, I go up and down the basement stairs now every day. So I eat at night because I have to, and all those things don't mean a hill of beans when I have been losing weight. So let's go with water retention. Because guess what? I'm still losing, right? Love when we talk crafts. Question, Bev. I have some herbal tea from a vendor. It's very nice. Would you like me to send you some? Oh, Steve. Of course. But you're going to have to email me at connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com and send me your mailing address, Stephen. Okay? We'll exchange mailing address or on Mrs. Volpe at proton.com. Okay? I'm actually I'm not I'm one of those herbal tea drinkers where you got to be in the mood, but I have stopped taking milk down the basement because when I go down the basement to do a Freaky Friday or to do some cleaning or something, I take milk down. I have a kettle and everything down there. The thing is well, the phone's going to be turned on do not disturb today, Stephen, so save it for tomorrow. Only because after the live, I've got to start getting my pumpkins prepped for tomorrow. And then I'm going to make a video on tonight's supper. And then Papa and I are going to sit down and watch some Yellowstone. We just started season 2 of Yellowstone. It's really good. I love Kevin Costner. I was sick of him for a while, kind of like Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage, was just in way too much shit for a long time, but it's nice to see Kevin Costner working. Right. So yeah, I've started crafts already. What is the name of your tomatoes you grew this year? Manitoba tomatoes. And you can get them from M.I. Gardner. And if he is sold out, just put yourself on his waiting list. But I also got, yes, my seeds are all in a tin now to keep them safe from mice. Because God only knows I don't know what it's going to be like trying to get seeds. Hey, Marie Dunn. Does Howie ever pan for gold on the property? A, we have no running water source. And B, he has way too busy to do anything like that. Okay, so I also got, those are watermelon. I also got some tomatoes this year I think they're called Scotia tomatoes. Sweet, do you know what I also have? And I'm going to try and plant some. I have some really old seeds. What is that? Spaghetti squash, Bloomsdale spinach. Oh, there's my parsnips. Anyway, I got some tomatoes called Scotia tomatoes. And they're also an early crop tomato. Oh, and you know what else I found? I found Black Mountain. Somebody sent me these. Black Mountain watermelon seeds. And they are a really short season watermelon. Okay. Scotia tomatoes and Manitoba tomatoes are an early ripening tomatoes. And so is this mountain watermelon. I also have sugar babies, so I'm going to put in a couple of kinds of watermelon. But I found a package of organic sugar beets. I shit you not, these seeds are over 10 years old. And I went, and the thing is finding organic. They say now organic sugar beets are non-existent for the simple reason as they've been genetically modified so often and cross-pollinated that they no longer can verify that they're. But I found one package in the back of my thing where my seeds were stored of organic sugar beets. So I'm going to put a row of those in this year in one of my beet beds just to see. Wouldn't that be wild? We had a mouse in the house this week. How do I know? I heard Dan scream. I'm sorry. Hey, Angie Mac, how's it going? And Natasha B. Opening the seeds for purchase next week. Awesome. You can get Manitoba tomatoes from him. I saved my Manitoba tomato seeds because I have had trouble finding them. But like I said, I also got Scotia tomatoes. And now I have organic sugar beets. Will they grow? I have no idea. But if they do, I'm going to leave one in the ground to come back next year for seed because Stephen, are beets biennial? They're biennial, aren't they? Do you need any seeds you would like? I have 2 tomatoes I would like to try, and I'll send you a few of each. I'm fine for seeds. I really am. I ordered early this year. And as you can see, I'm good. I'm good for seeds. I have, let's have a look. These are my Polish yellow pole beans, those big yellow flat ones. These are harvested mixed beans, which means pole and thing and short. These are pickling cucumbers. These are all seeds I have saved. These are my Manitoba tomatoes. Well, I've sealed them, but what I do is, like, people say, oh, you have to wash off the jelly off the seeds or they won't, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to wash them off. Just spread them out. Like when you have a tomato sandwich, you know the butt end of the tomato you cut off? Before you eat it, squeeze them seeds out onto a paper towel and spread them out with a butter knife. And that gel stuff will dry. And then all you have to do is tear off a strip of that paper towel and plant it. Manitoba tomatoes. So what else do I have? My Blacktail Mountain watermelons. I do have cilantro. I have kale. I have peppers. Blue Lake bush beans, because I wasn't sure how mine are going to do. Peppers. Spanish onions, celery, beans, Spanish onions, summer squash. I'm pretty sure I got everything I need. I got beefsteak tomatoes. I have rutabagas, green beans, lots of different kinds of tomatoes, beefsteaks and brandywines and different kinds of peppers. Parsley, basil, another kind of tomato. Yeah, I got lots of tomatoes. Bright light Swiss chard, pickling cucumbers, baby peppers, butternut squash, peas, beets, more peppers, sugar baby watermelons, kohlrabi, onions, tomatoes, kale, brandywine tomatoes. Ooh, this looks interesting. Winter squash. I think these are Blue Hubbard. Cabbage, buttercup, Blue Lake beans, red curl squash, rutabaga, leeks, celery, butternut, more King of the North peppers. I'm going to try them this year. Peppers, celery, sugar pumpkins, and I've got 7 sugar pumpkins to can. More kale. Oh, look at this. Bountiful Gardens. Well, I thought they were organic. Sugar beets. Sugar beets. So I think I've even got sunflowers here. And I got more sugar baby pumpkins. Here's those Scotia tomatoes, but there's no picture. But this says, it just says rainbow seeds. But these are another 65-day tomato. So, and I'm about to can pumpkin, right? The only thing I don't really plant is things like, I don't plant carrots. Leeks. I think winter coming, now's the time to think about gardening. Absolutely. And you know why? Now's the time to buy your seeds. Now's the time to plan for spring. Why? Because it's going to be a really shitty winter and we have to have something to look forward to. What did I miss? I missed something. I think those were Blue Hubbard, weren't they? But I honestly think with the amount of pumpkin I'm putting in my pantry, I am not going to worry about winter squash next year. Besides, I want more zucchini. I'm making stuffed peppers using my whole frozen peppers from the garden. Yes, now is definitely the hi, Just Jen. Absolutely. I mean, I left a few babies go and they got hit by frost. And Howie goes, "Oh, you didn't use the peppers." I said, "Because the last time we took them that small, they were too bitter for you." Right? But that's one thing I didn't dry this year was peppers. If I can get to a bulk barn, I'm gonna buy. No, I'm not. I got enough dried stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda. How's it going? Bev, do you have cold frames too? But no, no. But I'm actually going to try winter sowing this year. Howie's got all these 3 liter water jugs or 2 liter water jugs, 3 liter water jugs that we fill with drinking water when we go to the track because we don't have any water hookup and we don't like to drink out of the tank. I mean, we can because it's just well water, but I like to have drinking water we can put in the fridge. So I'm trying to make a bean side dish with 15 bean mix and bacon. It's out of my wheelhouse, sweetheart. I have a recipe for green bean salad or green bean casserole that I actually might try at Christmas this year. So I'm actually thinking of using some of these water jugs, but I've got to check because I honestly, it's mostly things like kale and stuff like that. But I think I can start my leeks and my onions. My leeks, my onions, my chard, my kale, my spinach, and my celery. I think I can do them all in winter gardening. So we'll see. That's okay, Malka. I mean, at least there's no thumbs down, right? Right? Good. Okay, because what I want to do is now I was going to put them on my garden beds, but I'm not going to be able to get out there once the snowplow starts plowing in my backyard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set them up out on my deck. Once the snow comes, I will put them on the snowbank by my pool off my deck because it gets a lot of sun during the day, and I'm going to line them all up. And then when the gardens are ready to plant, I'm just going to pick them puppies up and take them out and go, your leeks, your onions, you're this, you're that, boom, 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 and then I will just take them right out of the thing. And I will take them right out of their thing and plant them right in the bed. You signed up for a stop smoking program. Going to try at least. Good for you, Malka, because you know what? Between your cats and cigarettes, those are your two biggest expenses. Life could be a lot cheaper if you gave up smoking, no matter how cheap the cigarettes are you buy. And they're deadly. So good for you. That's a good decision, sweetheart. The rectangular mixed greens supermarket containers also work great for winter sowing. Wow. Good. That's good to know. I wonder if I should start my herbs like that too. Because Howie brought in, that big thing of parsley. I just hung that right into my pantry, and every time I need some, I pull some off. Every day I go in and I just fluff it. And I got fresh parsley. We have our Thanksgiving ingredients at home. Well, I'm going to do some more work on winter gardening, like a research on winter gardening. But yeah, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to do anything that I can start in the winter. I think you can do tomatoes that way too if you're really careful, but they have to be, I would rather start those inside where I have more control. Bev, can you make pumpkin ice cream? A fall dessert. It will probably be good since I love pumpkin pies. I don't see why you can't. If you're asking me, can I make it? Maybe. I just found out I need apple juice for my pumpkin butter. And I'm wondering, apple juice, why couldn't I just mix the pureed pumpkin and applesauce together, unsweetened applesauce together and do it that way? Has Howie, hi Mark. No, Howie did have pumpkin pie at the spectacular on Thanksgiving weekend at the races, but he hasn't had a whole pumpkin pie to himself. No, he's had pumpkin pie twice, because when I made them for the races, I made a little one in a little springform pan just for us. And then he had his pie at the races. So a whole tea day sides I've grown myself. Oh, Thanksgiving Day sides you've grown yourself. Well, there you go. Got all supplies in for cats. Easier in rain than carting in winter. Exactly. Exactly. So, I told you I got, did I tell you guys about my Walmart curbside pickup thing? Did I tell you guys that on Thursday? Or have you ever made sweet potato pie? Yeah, I have a video on it. I thought it was the same as pumpkin pie. It's not. Instead of milk, you use butter, or cream, you use butter. It's really rich. Yes, Bev. I did tell you about almost daily how he lit a fire last night. And if you notice, my curtain is closed. Why do I have this on here in the wintertime? Because it gets too hot in here from the wood stove. I'll just make pumpkin pancakes instead with pecans on top. Well, I don't see, Ahmad, if you're making ice cream, just add pumpkin puree and like mix together pumpkin puree. Okay, let's do this. Mix together a half a cup of pumpkin puree, a half a cup of brown sugar, and a teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. Mix that together and use that in your ice cream concoction. Okay? Is what a good deal. $1 or $1 a pound? Now because if you got a turkey for $1, now you're teasing me. But I might be getting a turkey from Stephanie from Let's Homestead instead. Bev, send me some here, please. My apartment sucks. Reheating. I'm always cold. Fibromyalgia. $1.33 a pound. Well, I mean, if I could get a turkey for $1.33 a pound, I'd buy one. But I mean, I get these people tell me that I got a turkey for 33 cents a pound. It's like, you're welcome, sweetheart. When's the Christmas tree going up? Which one? I'm going to put up my YouTube family Christmas tree. Gracie was sleeping in her bed. YouTube family Christmas tree is going up here behind me, the big one. No, the little one on my sewing machine table. And then the big YouTube family Christmas tree. So I think I might make this tree this year Gracie's Christmas tree. Because I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to put the little tree here on top of my sewing machine. I'm going to put the big tree in the studio. And I'm going to put the real tree in the living room. So it's going to be 3 trees this year. So I'm not ready to start yet. $7.45 for 18.55 brass. You're welcome, Ahmad. I wish I could send you turkey. That's okay, baby. You don't necessarily need it. And you know what? If my problem, now that I've gotten a hold of Google support, or they got a hold of me, or whatever the universe decided to help me yesterday, I'm really hopeful that if not this month, next month, that my pace will be back to normal and I'll stop taking 25% of my net income. The stores are playing Christmas music. Well, I mean, it's here in Canada where we've got nothing between us and Christmas now. We had our Thanksgiving on like the 12th of October, and we've had Halloween, so we're ready to go. I mean, I joined a group for Christmas decorating, and I had to leave the group. You know why? People were putting up their trees at the end of September. And I'm going, wait a minute. It's okay if that's what you want to do. But seriously, it's like any other decoration. If you leave it up too long, it becomes a part of the furniture. I want my trees to be special every time I look at them. I want to walk into this room and go, oh my goodness. Or sit downstairs in my studio and do a live stream, because that's coming, and look at the big tree. Or sit in my living room. Everywhere that I work and sit and be, I want to see a tree. And I don't want them to become part of the furniture. So I do not. I will probably put the one tree up in here after American Thanksgiving. And then the tree downstairs, probably but around the 1st of December. And then our Christmas tree, our real Christmas tree, doesn't come in the house until around the 21st, although it might come in around the 15th this year. It's a nice atmosphere to have. Absolutely it is. But I had to quit the group because I like my trees to give me joy, not just become part of the background because I got used to them, right? I think you should be fine. Just keep an eye on them. I missed that. Are you making fruitcakes this year? No, sweetheart, I'm not. Maybe. But probably not. Because there's just nobody eats them but me. Right? So, turkey is a good bird if you know how to cook. You can get creative with it. Doesn't have to be made traditionally. This is true. My husband says no to Christmas music until after Thanksgiving. I'm not allowed? Well, no, that's not true. I can listen to Christmas music all I want. But I spent years being manic about Christmas. Manic. Even after I was on medication. Manic about Christmas. And it made my kids like, oh, right? So on November 11th, on Remembrance Day this week, when Howie came home and my outdoor Christmas lights weren't on, he said, why didn't you put the Christmas lights on? I said, because it's Remembrance Day. And he said, no, that ends. I said, no, Howie, it doesn't end until tomorrow. And so when he was at work, I went and I put, let me show you this. While he was at work, where's my flip thing here? I put up my big lights. And those lights are plugged in to a plug outside that is run on a light switch inside. So, and of course I have my outdoor lights are up all year round. I just never use them. Oops. My outdoor lights are on the eaves are up all year round. I just never light them up. I only light them up when I'm skinny dipping in the summer so that I can see where I'm going, but nobody else can really see me if they happen to drive by on the road. And then they stay off when the pool gets shut down. They stay off until after Remembrance Day. Hey, Karen, how are you, darling? This year I have a table that's linear with the bay window. So I might get a 4-foot in and put the table in the window. Well, I was actually thinking of moving, but it's a big job, moving all my plants out of the bay window, taking down the stained glass light that's on a hook, the swag light, and putting a 5-foot tree right in the window. I haven't decided yet. It depends. Depends on the tree and where I can get one. And I can take a small tree right out of here, but it's going to be a Charlie Brown tree because there's gaps like this much in between the branches, but it's very, very antique-y. So I haven't made that decision yet. This is going to be our first Christmas in our cabin. The kids are coming. Cabin isn't completely finished, but won't matter. We'll be together. Oh, that sounds wonderful, darling. I can't do 10-foot trees anymore. Neither can I, Aldo. I have to, like Howie, oh, it is a very nice big tree. It's like, yeah, but you don't friggin' decorate it, bud. Like sometimes he'll help put the lights on or whatever. But 9 times out of 10, his job is over when he puts it in the stand and stands it up. Brings it in, he cuts the bottom off. Always cut the bottom off your tree or it can't drink. And he puts it in the stand, and then I'm left to decorate it. And it sometimes takes me 3 days. So we're going to see. I don't know when Mom's coming. If and when Mom is coming. If she's coming 2 weeks before Christmas, then I'll wait to put up that tree. I'm trying to figure, I've got to go through my PayPal because I got sucked in on some Facebook thing about buying this great big Christmas tree for $27. Pretty sure they're just going to send me a picture of it. So, because it hasn't arrived. So I'm going to contact the seller through, that's why I use PayPal. I use PayPal for everything because I can contact the sellers through that, and PayPal will go to bat for me if the sellers don't comply, when they do something wrong. We're doing the final repair on our convertible today. It's going to be a hard winter, and we are short snowplow and mechanic crews. Wow. Watch for scams. Well, of course, Melka. Of course. I mean, seriously? I've been getting phone call. Quick question, Bev. You going up to your brother and going to hijack his oven and make zucchini bread? Oh, John's, no, I can't, honey. A, I'm not vaccinated. And B, the borders are closed to people like me. I'm a prisoner in my own country. How about that? Because I wouldn't comply. Next question. I forgot what I was talking about. Scams, right? Thank you. A couple of times in the last week or so, I got a call that started with a V. The number started with a V, but and I'm pretty sure, and it's this great big long number, and I'm pretty sure that means it's being routed through a VPN, so you can't trace their number. But they haven't figured out how to hide the original number, and it's local. It's a local number. Okay. So the second time, like the first time they phoned, I answered the phone, and it said, oh, there's an illegal package with your name on it trying to come across the border and blah, 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 blah. And my first instinct is somebody trying to send me pot from the United States? And then it's like, no, it's a scam, Bev. So it said, if you need to, to talk to Border Patrol, press 1. So I got balls on and I pressed 1. And they said, why don't you look on the Border Patrol? Right? So that's no accent you're ever going to be able to identify with. That's why I used it. And I said, you phoned me. What can I do for you? And they hung up on me. Is it my voice? So the next time they phoned, because I blocked that number, and it tried again. And a couple of days later with a different number. So I answered the phone. RCMP Fraud Division, how can I help? RCMP Fraud Division, how can I help you? Click. Never say yes. You know it can be used against you. No, we're talking about John in Ohio. I can't go to Ohio because I live in Canada. And even, this is the crazy part, even if I was vaccinated, I would still have to be tested coming back over and quarantine for 14 days. So why would I even bother trying? It's not leaving the country that's the problem. It's trying to get back in. And all the bullshit's still there. I know that. Never press those numbers. They can hack your phone. Sweetheart, I believe in a gazillion step verification on all my on all my internet stuff that does internet. Like, people, I know people who go, my phone was hacked through TikTok, or my phone was hacked through Facebook, or my phone was... Your phone is a computer, okay? This phone is faster than my laptop, okay? It's a computer. Get virus protection. I'm getting a flu shot for the first time in my life. I won't ever get a flu shot. Last time I got a flu shot, I ended up with bronchial pneumonia. And the time before that, I woke up the next day with Bell's palsy. Now, I never equated the Bell's palsy to the flu shot because I didn't know that was even possible. Because that was like 25 years ago. I am finally over my cold. It took 2 weeks to feel better. Well, then why would you get the flu shot? If you just had a cold and flu, you should have antibodies in your system. Oh, here we go. So, yeah, that's kind of what's going on in my world. I'm starting to think about Christmas crafts. God bless Howard. I've been cleaning to the best of my ability, but I can't do the big stuff. And ever since the race car, I had to let go of Nancy coming in twice a month to do the major stuff. And so now Howie does it, right? Howie does. So he went through yesterday and rolled up the rugs and did all the sweeping, and I just have to vacuum the rugs. But he rolled up the rugs and did all the sweeping and all the dusting, and he organized all my canning stuff under the island and all that wonderful stuff. And he finally finished trimming my medicinal herbs. And so the table has cleared and there's no more. Malka, can we keep Heather in prayer, please? I'm not free to say why, but she needs extra prayers. Heather the Needy Homesteader, she's got COVID. She's really sick. She's got COVID. I caught a chill that caused me to be sick. You do whatever you want, sweetheart. Hey, Carrie Ramsey. Oh, all kinds of stuff. We're getting ready to shut down in about 10 minutes. I have to do everything myself, so it's challenging. Well, that's true. That's true. Aldo, do you know how many people try calling and try and scam me for Medivare? I'm told the guy 10 times I'm not old enough to take me off the list. You know what? Absolutely prayers for Heather. Maybe Howie this year will decide to repaint the kitchen when you really need it. Actually, I want my living room and kitchen and dining room done, but it's too close to Christmas now. The last time, well, not last time, but this summer, Giant Tiger had different shades of gray by the bucket for like $20. Hey, Howie? How much were those big buckets of paint at Giant Tiger? They don't have them now, but I'm going to watch for them in the spring, eh? Oh, here, dear. I've rounded them up. What do you need it for? That's irrelevant. No, it's not irrelevant because I was going to I didn't know whether to give you the sharp pointed one or the crappy one. Since you won't tell me what you need it for, you get the crappy one. Don't you do that to me. There, it'll work. Yeah. Do you know what you... Oh, you know how to distract me. Ooh, that's a nice coffee. I can't drink coffee. It dehydrates me and makes me wonky. Great, do you want a treat? Sending each of you healing. Hey, Angel, how are you? I'm not going to leave just yet. Your car warranty is up and you need... Oh, God, that's one of my favorite TikToks. It's when dogs climb into your lap and the sound... Can you see her head there? Can you see her head there? Yes, she's in her bed. Jizzy Madoo, do you want a treat? You want a treat? Come here and say hi. Come on, you baby. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I know I cleaned your ears this morning. Yes, I know I did. Oh, my goodness. All right, you want a treat? Would you like a treat? You would. Do I get a kiss? Thank you. Oh, this is good numb, see? And you can have 3 of these. Who's Mommy's girl? There you go. Now, I'm putting them away, but can I still have a kiss? Can I still have a kiss? Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you got a poop or something coming there? You got a hot belly. All right, baby, go lay down. Go in your bed. What's steamy? What's steamy? Hey, Timothy, how are you, darling? Yeah, I want to do gray. Gray is really neutral. And the greens I've had for years. Because we went from the mocha colors to greens. And now I want to go kind of neutral with gray. And if I could afford, well, if I went in, if my pay is sorted out this month, and if Giant Tiger still has the paints, I'm going to go buy two buckets. But I want to do the kitchen dining room in light and the living room in a darker gray, but not dark. You know, I want it like dove gray and cloud gray, like, you know, thundercloud gray kind of, not really dark. Hey, Carol McKinney, how's it going? You're too fun. Love your Canadian. Who's Canadian? Oh, it's Gracie's my baby. My baby girl. This is. And I don't care if it drives people nuts that I kiss my dog on the lips. I'd rather kiss a dog on the lips than a cat. Dogs have enzymes in their saliva that begins to break down stuff so fast. That's why they can eat garbage and not get sick. Because their saliva and their digestive juices, you know digestion starts in your mouth, right? Kiss me. So, yeah, that's pretty much everything that's going on. I've been sick all week and your videos keep me going. Well, I'm glad, honey. I hope you feel better. I was talking about the steamy kiss with Howard. Oh, honey, you have yet to see steamy, and you never will. Yes, good. But yeah, you know, that man can have anything he wants just about with just a kiss. There's something in his saliva that just turns my muscles to jello and my knees to butter. It's just the truth. My place hasn't been painted in 15 years, can't do anything about it. Well, the truth is, do you smoke inside? Because it would have to be that the walls would have to be degreased from tobacco before you could paint it, or the paint won't stick. Take care, Rhonda. So anyway, I'm going to take another puff and then I've got to go and start dinner. I'm doing a home economics meal, low meat. Oh yeah, I was telling you that. Howie and I have had a couple of meals this week with no meat, a couple of suppers. And it was really simple, but really healthy. I took pasta and I don't have any sour cream. I don't have any cream cheese. I'm almost out of milk. So what I did was I took pasta and then I drained it, and then I put butter and a bit of milk in the pot to melt together, and then I threw in a bunch of garlic and pepper, and then I stirred it all up, and then I put the buttered and milk pasta, right, and put it on the plate, and then smothered it in hemp hearts and then Parmesan cheese. Oh, is it ever delicious? No way. The way you say A is so Canadian. I kiss my cats, but not on the mouth. Eh? Bev, you and Howie are 21 years old. Enjoy it. Well, we try. But we're not. We know how old we are. And we wouldn't want to be any younger. I said this the other day. I like where I am today. Yes, I'm overweight and it's hard to live with. Yes, I'm got fibromyalgia and arthritis and it's hard to live with. Yes, I have gray hair and I'm not as pretty. I'm not pretty like I used to be. But the truth is, everything I have been through in my life has led me to where I am right now. Like people say, "Oh, I wish I was 30 again." Oh, fuck no, I don't. Pardon my mouth. No, I don't. Why? Because that means I'd have to live these 27 years over again, and they've been rough. Everything I have been through has led me to where I am right now. And where I am right now is a really good mentally, emotionally, spiritual, and physical place. Because I'm getting healthier. And if I had to say, if I said I wish I was 30 again, and they actually took me for my word and put me back at 30 years old again, I would lose my crap. Why? Because where I am is a complete result. Where I am today is the end result so far of the journey of my life. And I wouldn't want to repeat most of it for money. Not for love nor money. Hey, Extreme Mom. How's it going? My meal is done. Proud as I was able to put it together. I can't stand very long, so step by step. Well, there you go. That's what I thought, Mako. So yeah, you'd have to have your walls you have to your walls and ceilings and everything professionally cleaned. I know someone who is bedridden and smokes. And someone tried to clean the walls, and all you can see is this one bare patch where they tried to clean, but still tobacco was running down. So it's like, you got to be careful, right? Who cares, Bev? You're beautiful in the way you are. Well, thank you, Malcolm. Do your video. Looking forward to it. So I'm going to let everybody know now that if you want to leave, there's no judgment, but we are going to do a prayer. We lift each other up in prayer at the end of every live stream. Well, the end of these public live streams. We end in prayer. We lift each other up. This is where we take advantage of the fact that we are all or similar-minded people. And we can drop the barriers that religion has erected between us and join in the commonalities of our love-based faith, right? This is not about religion. This is about faith and spirituality, and we are going to lift each other up and lift our friends up too, okay? But for all those who don't want to participate, there is no judgment, and they're already starting to leave, and that's fine. Oh, look, we got a thumbs down. Just wash with TSP. I don't know what that is. Audrey, hi. Kills will seal the walls. They have a cleaner you can use too. Right on. Okay. For all those who care to, now that we've given everybody time to leave, who wants to leave, and you don't have to wait until my eyes are closed. It's not a big deal. I can't see who's leaving, and it doesn't really matter. Because if it's not for you, it's not for you, right? And that's all. So let's take a nice deep breath. Hey, God, source of all. How's it going? It's been a rough week, God. You know, the November 10th was when my father passed away in 2000. We now have Lady B passed away on November 10th. Heather Kahn is really, really sick, and we're lifting her up in prayers. We're lifting Malka up because she's just gotten over being sick. We're lifting everybody up. We're lifting each other up, God, because we come here for spiritual refreshment and to just be with people, you know, because it's not an easy thing to do these days. But God, when we lift each other up, then we link hearts and we link hands. And we ask, God, that you pour down the divine light of your love down into our bodies and fill us so chock-a-block full of your light and your love that we cannot contain it. And we are this big ring of light that is not people, but a ring of God's love. And when we can no longer contain that love, we push that out. And it goes up like a million phosphorescent divine light flares. And it creates a dome of safety. A dome where people can come and rest if they're having a hard time. People who are rejected, neglected, addicted, sick, frightened, alone, they can come under the light, and the light workers step forward and hold that light aloft so that when other people are feeling the strength of the light, too can stand up and lend their light. And so on it goes. And so it is. Light pushes back the darkness. Light shelters us from the darkness. And that light, when it's God's divine love, we're safe. So don't let this out there mess with what we have here. Thanks be to God. Amen. Namaste. Shalom. Peace be with you. Merry meet, merry part. Blessed be Miigwech. Doesn't matter, does it? Because when we're together and we link hearts and we link hands, we lift each other up into the light of God's love. So, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from Life with the Wolfie saying, go forward in the light of God. Spread love. Shine that light until we meet again. And recharge. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget that. Remember, if we learn nothing else today, when you say something like, I love you, okay, it is 10 times more spiritually powerful if you say it out loud. But when you say something negative, it is 40 to 70 times more powerful when it's said out loud. So please be careful with your words and filter everything through love. I love you guys. Take care. God bless. Mwah!